All right, so yesterday, through my notifications on YouTube, I was getting a bunch of notifications from certain YouTubers out there expressing the threat that Uber and Lyft are now deactivating drivers for recalls. And, immediately I went to watch the videos. And so all night, I was thinking about this, and I actually went and checked my vehicle. There is a small recall. I'm scheduled for tomorrow, by the way. And but then I really got to thinking about it, and I talked to some other people with some groups that I drive in, and someone mentioned out of one of the groups, where's the proof? So I want to start this video by saying, first and foremost, if you are an Uber or Lyft driver, you should know about recalls on your vehicles. It is your personal responsibility to know about recalls on your vehicles, especially safety recalls on your vehicles. Engine fires, electrical problems, airbags, yada, yada, yada. Because it's safety first, and you are transporting people. And even if you're not on the platforms working, it's your goddamn car, and it's your life. So we're going to start out by saying, listen, I absolutely agree. Everybody should check their recalls on their vehicles and, act accordingly. Another part of that, though, is because they're saying they're deactivating drivers. And I went and I checked my email. I went and I checked the website, Driver Partners. I don't see any notifications about Uber or Lyft, or for that matter, DoorDash, Postmates, Uber Eats, threatening to deactivate drivers. So I would ask that my YouTube partners there that I follow, on what grounds are you creating this hysteria? Like I said, you should have your recalls taken care of. Absolutely 100%. But you're whipping up a frenzy and creating a frenzy. And I'm going to go with, it's not exactly the same as hollering fire in a movie theater or a bomb on a plane, but it's damn close. It's damn close. So while you're making these videos, I really hope that's the intention, is just to try to motivate people to get their recalls down. But there's really no proof that people are being deactivated. So, and part of my point to that is, and we're going to go through this here, I've got a couple of small articles I want to bring up. For drivers out there, listen, just real quick, if you have a recall on your vehicle and you get into an accident, guess what your insurance company's not going to do? If it were illegal to drive vehicles with recalls, there's tons of cars out there that would be off the road. So even as, just your personal vehicle, say you got an airbag recall that can explode at any time and hit you in the face, kill you, cause an accident, whatnot. There is nothing that the federal government can do to pull that vehicle off the road. They are mandatory, the dealers are mandatory, the manufacturers are mandatory to replace them and fix them free of cost. But they can't force you off the road. Which brings me back to right here, Uber's stance on recalls. So here we can see the first article that set it all off in motion, right? Consumer Reports did this report, I'm sure at the bequest of whomever, lobbyists, whatever, taxis. And it says that thousands of Uber's vehicles have outstanding recalls with deadly defects. And, the article goes on to say, that it's unclear whether any ride-hail customer or driver has been injured because of an issue related to an open safety recall. That's huge, number one. But it's also kind of set in motion every other article that's here that's talking about it, right? But nowhere in here does it say Uber and or Lyft are deactivating vehicles based on recalls. Like, I don't see it, right? It's not there. So then it takes me to this article done by The Information, which I'm not sure how well known they are. But I will say this. This article is great. So representatives from Uber and Lyft acknowledge they do not track how many cars in their fleets are subject to auto recalls, because they said they expect their drivers to get the problems fixed. Well, duh. I mean, listen, it's your personal vehicle, right? So why would you risk your life, the life of your girlfriend, wife, mother, brother, father, son? Why would you do that? So, and we go back up to the top where Takata, everybody remembers the Takata airbags, right? We'll go back a few years even before that, maybe before most of you guys were driving. Firestone had the recall on the tires. They were coming out on the Explorers. And I remember, not the Explorers, I'm sorry, the Expeditions. I had a 2000 Expedition, brand new off the lot. First thing I went in there and asked them was, I don't want Firestone tires. No, we won't give you Firestone tires. They gave me another company's tires, right? Guess who the daddy was? Firestone. Guess what happened? The tread peeled back. I was pissed. But had I known, I wouldn't have got those tires, because I don't want to put anybody at risk. So here we go, right? We go down here. Uber and Lyft don't check for safety recalls on their fleets. Again, the point of the video is not that recalls need to be taken care of. The point of the video is the hysteria that's being whipped up and blew up my notifications yesterday by some of the most respected YouTubers on YouTube regarding this. There is no proof. We need proof that drivers are getting deactivated. Because if there's no proof, then what's the point? If you want to make a video about drivers should be taking better care of their vehicles, I get that. But don't whip up a frenzy because you're going off somebody else's thing, right? It's the whole snowball effect. One guy made a video, now there's 100 videos out there telling you you're going to be deactivated. The threat is real enough that you can be deactivated by a passenger accusing you of doing something. We don't need our own guys doing this. So anyway, there's a, oh my, you see this Carfax. So there was a rideshare accident attorney. Let's see if I can bring up his thing here. A rideshare accident attorney, here it is, that says, as a protective safety measure, passengers can now look up the auto tag on a Carfax report before they get in the vehicle to see if there's any recalls or the maintenance record on your vehicle. The fuck? So now they're going to tell me if they want passengers to waste more of my time by checking my tag in my Carfax to see if I changed my oil last week. Fuck out of here. Anyway, so I guess what I'm trying to get at is simply this. These guys are great. I respect them. I love them. I got their back 100%. But if you're going to put out videos like this, you need to prove what you're saying. Because, in fact, you are acting as a journalist when you do this, right? And so, where's the proof, right? We always hold Uber and Lyft, we always hold their feet to the fire. Whenever they screw up, we jam them. But, guys, we got to be self-responsible as well, all right? If you're going to make these videos and you're going to get your viewership all riled up, you need to prove it, okay? Uber and Lyft are doing other things. At first I thought, well, maybe this just might be, thinning the herd a little bit. Try to bring down the supply so that, right now we're out of balance. That's a whole nother video. But when, it was mentioned to me that, where's the proof? That's some real shit. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe. If you agree with me, by all means, leave a comment. If you disagree with me, by all means, leave a comment. This ain't personal. It's just business. Anyway, share the video. I appreciate you. Peace out.